version 2.0. You join me on the day before of my drive over to Dub Customs because a very exciting thing is happening tomorrow. When I collected this car from Redline Specialist Cars, it came on a set of Continentals, which is not the manufacturer's setup. However, having been to an airfield and getting used to this car over the last month or so, I've realised that the power delivery on this car is very, well, it makes the car incredibly twitchy. With the traction on, sport mode, or even off, this car just wants to go sideways. However, because the conditions that we're facing with at the moment in winter in the UK, I feel that it is important with the miles that I'm about to do in this car that I should get a winter setup, a proper winter setup on this car so that it can handle the wetness, the coldness and everything else that the British weather is going to throw at us. So I got in touch with Michelin and asked whether they could send over the setup so that I could then go out and buy the tyres and everything that is needed to make this car as safe and as comfortable as possible during these treacherous times. Is that the right word? Treacherous. It's a difficult word to say. Anyway, don't know whether it's because it's Christmas or the Michelin man is a superhero in disguise, but Michelin have actually sent me the full setup and they've sent it to Dub Customs, meaning that I have the Michelin winter tyres waiting at Dub Customs. So tomorrow I am going to drive over to Dub Customs, but first I'd just like to give you a demonstration of what this car is like in these conditions with the traction fully on. The car is in manual. My engine setup is Sport Plus. Traction is fully on. Traction. Whoa. Traction is fully on, and at 25 miles an hour the car steps out. Can you imagine what this car is like with traction fully off? It is the morning after, and as you can see by what is on my shoulder, I've got the Michelin Alpin, or however you want to pronounce it, A-L-P-I-N, and the BMW has arrived at Dub Customs. It will shortly be going on inside so that the tyres can be swapped over. I picked the BMW up with part-worn Continental sports tyres. Probably not the best sort of tyre to be running around in 5 degrees temperature, no clouds in the sky, but it is absolutely freezing, so I shouldn't really be wearing a t-shirt. So we're going to get the car in, we're going to fit these tyres on. I'll show you the difference in tread between the tyres that are currently on the car and these bad boys, but at the moment they look absolutely incredible. I reckon I could get a full launch with full traction in the snow by the looks of things. So let's get this car inside and get this tyres changed over. Yep, that's right, I am in a Christmas jumper. On the day that my winter tyres are getting fitted to my BMW M3, I'm also filming a special Christmas Day video which will go live tomorrow, as this video is going live on Christmas Eve, featuring my AMG GTS, which is parked here, and it also features Nikki Shields, who you may have seen on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago, so that is a load of fun. I'm feeling pretty sick, but inside my M3, not sick as in cool sick, as in sick as in vomit sick. My M3 inside is getting winter tyres fitted. I've got my GoPro, I'm going to be documenting the process and hopefully going to be able to compare both tyres as they are off the car, the used, worn Continentals and the winter tyres from Michelin. Michelin Alpin, Pilot Alpin is probably the best way that they describe it, seeing as Michelin is a French company. And then I'm going to be out on the road in this beautiful weather with the attempt of getting the power down finally onto the rear wheels of my M3. So let's head inside and check out how they're getting on. Wheels looking good, tyres getting changed. Look, they've got stadium floodlights all around now, meaning that it is capable of filming in here. We've got fantastic lighting, my wheels are off, and over here the guys are working on the tyres, and you can see already the difference between my Continentals, which are here, which look pretty awful, and my new winter tyres that are going to be fitted to my M3. So the winter tyre setup from Michelin on the M3 actually involves in the same front and rear tyre sizes going onto the car. Before, on the Continentals, they were slightly wider at the back, obviously to try and get as much grip as possible, and slightly thinner on the front. But Michelin have advised me to have all 4 tyres the same width, the same as the front tyres, and hopefully that will set me up to be able to plough through all of the snow, all of the ice. It won't, but hopefully it'll be able to get me a little bit more grip. So the tyres are going to go on, and then I'm going to go for my first drive with my winter tyres, which I'm very much looking forward to. But right now I'm going to take this jumper off because I feel stupid. About 5 days before Christmas, like that. And the M3 is out now, fitted with the Michelin Alpin winter tyres, and with the sun slowly going down, I'm going to hit the road pretty quickly and just do an interior test. I don't think we've got the right light now to get some exterior angles. Well, welcome to a couple of days later. This is a 48-hour delay from the day that I was at Dub Customs, and right now it is the 24th of December. So Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. I am filming on the morning of the day of this video going live because I had a GoPro error on the footage of me giving my first impressions of driving this car with the new Michelin Pilot Alpin tyres. However, now I have done around 150 miles on the tyres on this car, and I feel like I've got a well-rounded bit of experience now with these tyres. So I'm going to jump in and go for a bit of a drive, warm this engine up, get it ready for Christmas, and talk to you guys about how I feel about these winter tyres on my BMW. I've never ever done this before, and I feel very sensible for doing so, especially in this car. It is super twitchy, the back end always wants to come out. But 2 days into my winter setup, the first thing that I don't really essentially physically feel firsthand, but I think it's up here, is the confidence that I have that not only will I be able to get more grip, my stopping distance will be a lot better in the wet, in the ice, in the snow, and overall the confidence that I now have on these set of tyres is much, much more superior to when I had the old tyres on the car. Right. I mean, if I had done that, even with half of the amount of throttle I've just gone around that corner in, I would have been in all sorts of trouble, all sorts of shapes. But I need to make a video of the sounds that this car produces off a stock exhaust system. Shuck it in. Oh, no brake and traction. Still no brake and traction. What is this car? How is this? My daily. Like, I knew how much power this car had. I knew how much power it had on paper, but this is the first time I've actually experienced just the traction light comes on, but it's not at all cutting the power. It's just basically letting me know. Oh my god, I love this car. My heart is racing. I literally got like some sort of cold sweat on. This car still needs an exhaust system, but it's sounding fantastic. Little wiggle. Safe to say, this car is an animal. On the right set of tyres. I think That is the best way to summarize this car. I've got the correct setup for this time of year. This car now is able to perform how I want it to perform. Oh, and I'm gonna go through a lot of fuel. I'm gonna go through a lot of fuel. But I need to wrap Christmas presents, so I better get home. I've got so much to do today, including edit and upload this video in the right.
Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi. Các bạn hãy bấm like, comment và hãy bấm nút đăng ký để ủng hộ cho kênh mình nha.